Welcome along to another Track and Trail Canine review. My name's Amy. I run Track and Trail Canine Outfitters, an independent dog shop based in Dumfries in southwest Scotland. Today, I want to tell you everything there is to know about the drying coat from Non-stop Dogwear. This is an absolutely superb piece of kit. It's honestly one of the best things that I've ever bought for any of my dogs. I've been using this on my Cocker Spaniel Max for just about a year now, and I am seriously impressed with this. So first of all, it only comes in one colour at the moment. This is the colour Sand. At first I looked at it and I thought that is a wildly impractical colour, but honestly the minute I started using it, I just got over that straight away. Now Non-stop Dogwear as a company, if you're not familiar with them, they're a Norwegian brand. And their roots are in canny sports and working sport dogs. So everything that they design is designed with one principle in mind, which is free motion. This is what makes it one of my absolute favourite brands and kind of perfect for my shop, because everything that they make is designed to allow the dog to move freely and is totally non-restrictive. And because they're a Scandi brand with actual working dogs, everything that they make has to be high performance. They use some of the best materials and design. Can't sing their praises enough. Let's get into it. So this is a 2-layer drying coat. Your top layer here is kind of what you'd expect from most kind of main brand drying coats. It's a toweling top layer, but the really, really clever bit is on the inside. This is a bamboo blend fabric and it can absorb up to 4 litres of water per square metre. It is phenomenally absorbent and it works really, really quickly. As well as that, it's nice and soft, it's non-abrasive, and bamboo is naturally antibacterial. So actually this means that it doesn't get as smelly and stinky as some of the kind of plain toweling ones. It's really thick and luxurious. It's kind of like a spa robe for dogs. The fit and the design is great for me. It's right up my street. One of my pet peeves is velcro. And I also don't like anything that goes across the dog's chest. For me, I find that really, really restrictive. Once my dog has got one of those kind of style of drying robes on, it's really difficult for him to move his front legs properly and his shoulders. So he struggles with things like jumping in and out of the van and things like that, which he really needs to be able to do when he's got his drying coat on. So this one goes on over the dog's head, just like that. And this panel here, which is an added bonus, goes down between their front legs and then wraps all the way around their body here and fastens over at the top. I'll tell you about that clip in a second. So what this means is that because it goes down between their front legs and doesn't cut in a band across their chest, they can actually move their front legs. So their shoulders are not restricted by this coat at all. It also means you get a really snug, dialed-in fit, so it moves around a lot less as well. And this panel that comes between the front legs and comes underneath their chest is actually a really nice touch because that provides absorbency underneath their neck and chest. Don't know if your dog's anything like mine, but that is the first place that gets gross. It also means that the jacket covers their core properly, which is going to help to keep them warm, stop them getting cold and stiff after exercise. Now this little clip is really, really clever. So this is a magnetic clip. It's really easy to fasten. You just have to line it up and let it go. But actually, once it is fastened, it's really difficult to take off. It won't just open by itself. To open it, you have to put one finger either side and press it together. So it's nice and easy, no zips, no Velcro. I've got quite a long neck on here. So on Max, I fold this back because he's got quite a short neck. But if you've got a longer neck dog, then you can have this forward and there's a little toggle on the top here so you can zip that up behind their ears and keep their necks nice and warm. You've got a little hanging loop there. Now I'm going to point out this is not an attachment point, so don't go attaching a lead or anything like that. That's not what that's here for. This is for hanging the coat up. Now on the back here, one of my absolute favourite features, you have got this extra little tab. So this is on poppers and goes underneath the dog's tail. A lot of dogs don't like leg straps. They're quite uncomfortable with them. So this just gives you another alternative to hold the coat in place and stop it from riding forward when your dog's moving. So you can just pop that on with the poppers. Alternatively, you have still got leg straps. Now, they've done something really, really clever here. So these are nice, soft, elastic leg straps, but they're fully adjustable. They're on buttons either side. So you can actually take these off if you don't want them on, or you can adjust them to suit the length that's going to fit your dog's legs properly. So as well as being totally non-restrictive, having loads of clever, thoughtful features and being made from some cracking technical fabrics, this drying coat is super efficient. So to give you an idea, I quite often go paddleboarding with Max. He doesn't really like to stay on the board for very long. He likes to go for a swim. Once he comes out of the loch, I can put this on him, pop him in the back of the van, and within 15-20 minutes, by the time we get home, he's usually dry. They work really, really quickly. To me, this is worth every single penny. It's honestly well worth the investment. And it's really not that much more expensive than one of the kind of top brands of drying coats out there, but it is 1,000 times better. It's one of my absolute favorite things. I can't wait for them to bring it out in more colors. I really hope that they do. I was so impressed with this jacket that once I got it for Max and I tried it, I ordered these for the shop and I sold off any other drying coat that I had in stock. Honestly, once you've tried it, you'll know what I mean. To measure your dog for one of these, take a measurement from just in front and between their shoulder blades to the base of the tail here, and then check that against the size chart. The idea of this is that it's a robe. It wraps around the dog. It covers all of those major muscle groups. It covers their core, and it's going to dry them as quickly as possible. At the same time, it's going to keep them warm. So it is actually not only great for drying your dog, but perfect after exercise. If you've got a working gun dog perhaps, or if you're doing canicross or something like that. It's always a good idea to keep your dog warm after exercise, and especially if they're wet, to get them dry as quickly as you possibly can. If you want to have a look at this in more detail, then head over to our website. We've got them in stock now. And you can also check out the rest of our totally hand-picked range in store here as well. I hope that's helped at least one person. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments for us.